Two local Ivy Tech locations are at risk of closing due to a makeup for a budget shortfall.
Statewide, Ivy Tech is in the hole to the tune of $68 million. News Channel 15's Gina Galeros joins us at the Public Safety Academy now with more. Gina?
A quarter of Ivy Tech locations across the state could close. Now, the Public Safety Academy is one of them. That's on the list. But officials don't believe it's at risk. Now, the State Board of Trustees is in conversation now. 20 Ivy Tech locations across the state are at risk of closing to make up for the $68 million deficit. The State Board of Trustees is looking at facilities with lease agreements. That puts two locations at risk in Northeast Indiana, the Public Safety Academy and Town Ashley Community Center. Last August, Ivy Tech helped the city's financial burden of the academy and took over costs.
I am confident that the Public Safety Academy will not be included in that list of 20.
A report released by the Indiana Commission for Higher Education states that Ivy Tech has the highest enrollment out of any other college in the state, but it receives the least funding.
With that expansion and an additional enrollment and the charge to address economic development and workforce development from Ivy Tech and from the state leaders, all of that has impacted our resources.
The state says tuition most impacts universities and colleges' funding. Tuition is lower at Ivy Tech with less full-time students.
Of the 7 state universities, they have the lowest cost. They have no dormitories, so they have no housing. They have a lot of adjunct professors, which are not full-time professors, so they pay them a little bit less.
Ivy Tech also plans to increase tuition by $5 per credit hour to help its budget. For example, if you're a full-time student taking 12 credit hours, you'll pay around $120 more a year. So while funding hasn't kept up with growth, Ivy Tech says it's doing well with lean resources.
I have a passion and a commitment to serving students and serving our communities. So any time that we are not able to do that in the way that I believe and that the communities would like us to serve them, then that's painful.
The State Board of Trustees and President will have a discussion tomorrow and Thursday in hopes of coming to a decision. Reporting live at the Public Safety Academy, Gina Galeros, News Channel 15.